Hi, my name is Josue Batista. I am a business and technology strategist. Welcome to this segment of What and Why First. With this segment, I am starting a series of videos and articles about Hyperledger. Hyperledger is an open source, global collaboration effort hosted by the Linux Foundation. The main goal of Hyperledger is to advance cross-industry blockchain technologies. Hyperledger is like an operating system for decentralized digital communities. This effort is supported by several industries and organizations worldwide. I would like to emphasize that blockchains created with Hyperledger are especially designed to be enterprise solutions. That is because, by default, Hyperledger blockchains are permissioned blockchains. That means that the parties that join the blockchain network must be known and authenticated via an identity module. Hyperledger blockchains are quite different from permissionless blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum, where anyone can join. In a permissionless network, it is just a matter of time before some malicious actors show up and introduce risks into the network. By enforcing known users, authentication, and identity management, Hyperledger reduces the security risks associated with unknown malicious actors. Hyperledger also provides members of the network with the ability to control and manage the level of privacy and visibility their transactions have among the parties involved. From transactions that are visible to the whole network to private transactions within the parties involved, Hyperledger provides that level of control. Now, when it comes to consensus, blockchains built with Hyperledger allow consensus algorithms without the high power consumption drawbacks. Examples of these more efficient algorithms are Kafka, Zookeeper, Byzantine fault tolerance, and proof of elapsed time. In a nutshell, Hyperledger provides the framework and modules to build and support applications with all the capabilities of blockchain architecture, data privacy, information sharing, immutability, with a full stack of security protocols, all for the enterprise. At a high level, Hyperledger currently consists of 6 framework components. That is Hyperledger Borrow, Hyperledger Fabric, Hyperledger Grid, Hyperledger Indy, Hyperledger Iroha, and Hyperledger Sawtooth. In addition, Hyperledger has a set of tools currently available. That includes Hyperledger Caliper, Hyperledger Shallow, one of my favorites, Hyperledger Composer, Hyperledger Explorer, Hyperledger Quilt, and Hyperledger RSF. I am quite excited about this journey through the Hyperledger ecosystem, and I encourage you to join me. Together, we will explore the what and why about each one of these Hyperledger frameworks and tools, starting with the Hyperledger Fabric framework in my next segment. Until next time, cheers!